tell this kid that he just fucked a dude.
Yeah, long story short, we got the fire marshal's call. It was a big deal.
They're like, you can't be doing that shit. Because it was like dead middle of the night, huge fireball goes off, so yeah, I got in trouble for that.
He was like, fucking kill both them motherfuckers. Like, this is my town. You can come back through here anytime.
They would get them super trashed, get their dick hard with that pill, make them not remember and get pregnant, and they did it on purpose.
These are the stories, man. These are so amazing.
You think it sounds like complete bullshit, but like that shit fucking happened. Like,
Bro, the whole military is full of these fucking stories. Okay, so this awesome story is about love. It's a military love story.
It's a military love story.
Yes.
So I held a billet and an AS Pensacola and I ran a Barracks. The deal was that I had certain rules. Number one, they were not allowed to be part of Dirty Delta. Dirty Delta was the female naval barracks. They just weren't. Number two is they had 2 different strip clubs that they were not allowed to go to. Because these 2 strip clubs had females that were proven to not only put a roofie in the male's drinks, but they would put an ED drink, so an erectile dysfunction pill in the drink. So what they would do is they would get them super trashed, get their dick hard with that pill, make them not remember and get pregnant, and they did it on purpose for benefits.
Tricare, what?
All day. All Tricare. And so,
God
because
bless
of
America.
that, they weren't allowed to go to those places.
These women are entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs at their best, I swear. If you were caught there, you would get NJP.
Because dudes were getting raped by chicks.
They were getting, it happens, believe it or not, in this fucking day and age. It's not just females that can get raped.
Watch your step.
The men were getting raped.
Yeah. Can you believe it? Those poor men. The atrocity. How could these women, those animals? Watch your step. Get it. Man, great story.
I'm above that. Above
Good
it.
story
Above it.
about these predators. Goddamn predators.
We're trying to catch some awesome military stories. You got any?
Yeah, so there I was, 2009, we were in Iraq, Al-Assad, and Little Lance Corporal was told, hey, you have to go burn these papers. Cool, you know, whatever, took care of it. And long story short, I was like, how can I burn this faster? I went to go get isopropyl alcohol, poured it on the box, went to the burn pit, threw a match, and like, nothing happened. I'm like, what the hell? I grab a stick, I lift it up, and boom, freaking everything catches on fire. Huge fireball, papers everywhere, running around, trying to stomp everything out. The next day I get in trouble. They're like, you can't be doing that shit. Because it was like dead middle of the night, huge fireball goes off, so yeah, I got in trouble for that. So, more of the story is, don't be lazy, take your time. I'm trying to rush things. So yeah.
Don't be a lazy fuck.
Yeah, don't be a fucking lazy E3. Just do your fucking job.
So you know that game, What Are the Odds?
No, what are the odds?
Yeah, so it's called What Are the Odds? And like, hey, what are the odds you do this? And you're like, oh, 1 in 10. And it's usually something gross or sick. And you say 1 in 10 or 1 in 20. And then someone counts down 3, 2, 1, and you both say a number between 1 and 10 or 1 and 20. Say the same number, you have to do it. So I'm like, what are the odds you lick this street? You're like, 1 in 5. We count down. Both say a number between 1 and 5. We say the same number, you gotta do it. So there's another thing called what are the odds, and then you do 1 and 2, right? So if you say the same number 1 and 2, you got to do it. If you say different numbers, the other person has to do it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all with LAR, right? This is for Iron Fist, and they were doing what are the odds, and then they started doing, hey, what are the odds you make out with him? Every guy did 1 and 2, so it's like even if you lose, you still got to make out because the other guy got you. Dude, here I was. It was like one of my first field ops, and I'm the combat camera guy, and then it's just all these LAR dudes just keep making out with each other willingly, and I'm like, yo, what the
LAR.
It's pretty nuts.
Fucking not even closet homosexuals. Open.
Yeah, dude. Running that boss for a month, just sweaty, nasty, dirty.
Just Marines kissing. I've heard of
Kissing, man.
bro.
All of them.
there was this card that kept on mysteriously going around that said, call or text for a good time, and it had a number on it. So one of my fucking moods picked the shit up and was like, oh, curious, whatever. And he fucking puts the number in, and then all of a sudden it says, come to this room in the barracks for a good time. So he opens up the door, and he's telling us all about this. He's so excited that it happened. And opens up the door, and then the head was right there, and it had this fucking cloth hanging from it. And he's like, where are you? And hear this voice say, oh, come over by the bathroom. And then he's about to open, he's like, no, don't come in, don't come in. And then he's like, you ready for this? And he's like, what are we doing? And all of a sudden, like, there's a hole, like a glory hole, sticks his fucking Peter in there, and starts getting pleasure, and he's pretty happy about it. You know, it's clearly a blowjob. Then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, and then she turned around and I was fucking her in the pussy, and he was all about it. And I was like, wait, so this whole time you never saw her face one time, right? And he's like, no, man. He's like, yeah, I just fucking the shit out of her. And I was like, okay, this sounds fucking sketchy as shit. And I was like, were you wearing a condom at least? He's like, no. And I was like, oh god, you fucking idiot. so he's doing all this, and then he fucking nuts, and he's all fucking happy. And then he's like, wants to like see her face and like say thanks and stuff. And she's like, okay. She's like, that's it. Like, you need to leave now. So he like leaves. He tells me the story. So I get together with all my fucking boys, and I'm like, guys, like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, I've heard about this from 2 Marines now, this fucking like note going around. I was like, we need to get to the fucking bottom of this. So we fucking go in there, and we open up this fucking door, and it's a fucking corpsman. Dude. Black dude. Black corpsman. And we see the fucking veil open and everything, just like they said, fucking hole cut in the center and everything. And we're like, what the fuck? And like, we didn't know what to do, because do you telling him when, you know, 2 of your Marines have already received the services of this guy, right? And so like, we have no idea what to do. And so like, the next thing we're thinking about, we told him like, if you ever do this again, you know, we're gonna fucking, you know, beat your ass or whatever, basically threaten him a little bit.
Yeah, man.
And he's like,
sucking dick around these parts, you're gonna catch a beat.
You're gonna catch hands, bro. And so we're like, what the fuck do we do? You know, like, so we know.
What do? You get your dick sucked by him.
It's the only logical answer, right?
Well, me and all the sergeants get together. We're trying to come up with a bunch of dudes. We basically just threatened them. We're like, fuck, that's all we can do. We tell them, and we're like telling the Marines, like, hey, if you fucking get this card, like, don't fucking do it. But some of them were still curious. And we're like, the next thing we had to come up with was like, do we tell this kid that he just fucked a dude? Like, do we bring it up to him that like he fucked a dude? And like, we didn't have the heart to do it. Well, eventually, like, shit started going around the barracks, so we had to tell him. We're like, hey man, that was a fucking gay corpsman. I was like, hey, if you need to talk about, like, I'm here, like, I'm really sorry that happened. That's fucking basically rape, you know? And he's like, that's weird. He's like, that means I'm probably bisexual then, because I actually liked it. he was totally okay with it. He was totally okay with the fact that happened.
Man, I'm good, I got it.
And he's just a happy guy. He just kept on living his life. And I was like, and we're all like, oh shit, you reacted way better than we were expecting you to, so.
So we're gonna go tell the other guy now.
Yeah. it was so fucked up, though, dude.
Wow.
Like, we have no idea how many guys he got away with doing this to, that like fell for it, like how many dumb fucking privates and PSCs he got away with this for, but apparently he had been on it for like 6 months or some shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so one of them the first one, my buddies were in the barracks. One of my buddies thought it would be funny to play a joke on the other one. He took his trash and he put a trash bag behind the couch and he put another trash bag in the oven. Buddy, call him Buddy A. So Buddy B gets home, says, you know, I want a pizza, and he goes and preheats the oven. And then he goes to take a shower. Because who pre-lights their oven? No one. So this trash just started on fire slowly while my buddy just doing his thing in the shower. He smells smoke, the alarm goes off, so he runs out, totally naked, runs out, what's going on? Rips the door open. Buddy C and D, who were quad mates with him, run out, what's going on? And he's got the trash bag on the ground, naked, just stomping out fire. And total procedure with, you know, in compliance. So, yeah, long story short, we got the fire marshal's call. It was a big deal. Second story was, Buddy, we'll just call him I don't know, John and Fred.
John and Fred. I like these guys.
John and Fred, they're cool dudes.
Buddy John.
Chill.
They're out flying. There's John's on long cord, Fred's inside the helicopter. John sees a drip of some clear fluid underneath the helicopter. He's like, oh no, that could be a fuel leak. Let's check this out. Let's be safe. He goes and checks it out. Can't really see it. Reaches out, kind of smells it. Can't really smell it. Maybe it's a spike glove. Takes a spike glove, and verbatim, it was his bare hand. Swipes it again. I don't know what this is. Slaps on the side of the 53. Pops the window open. He's like, hey man, I got some fluid coming. And the other guy, sure shit, he's peeing in the relief tube. So this dude is straight up handing this other guy's pee, smelling it. So those are my stories.
Oh God, I love it.
Like a great war story. It's like this wasn't me. I just heard about this on a happenstance of whatever. So this young man used to sell us DVDs back in Editha, around the Hit area. We'd ride through there and buy DVDs. Like it's like 4 movies on a disc. Good to go. And then an
Disney movies.
Army unit rolled through there.
Oh, that's not Disney, bro.
Got hit by an ID. Yeah, it's basically like right there at the front of the city. So we're like, hey, we're not going back through there anymore. It's fucking danger zone. Bullshit. Like, okay, cool. So we ended up getting some intel. We had to go fucking do some reconnaissance, check it out. Pull up. There's 2 fucking heads sitting up on stakes.
Oh,
2 fucking Iraqi heads sitting up on some fucking, like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Some goddamn fucking road warrior bullshit, right? Fuck, this is it. We pull up there, fucking had to sit the turf up, and the turf's like, hey,
Shortcut.
like we're sitting there fucking 2 hours, probably easy. The guy's like, comes back, he's like, yeah, man,
Shortcut.
the guy that sells us DVDs straight up killed the 2 dudes that fucking blew us up. And said, hey, you can come back through town and buy our fucking DVDs again. These are the 2 fuckholes that fucking blew you up. Swear to God, fucking true story. I'm like,
No way.
oh, fucking mind. I was like, dude, this is the guy we need to fucking detain right here. Like, this guy owns the whole shop. He was like, fucking kill both them motherfuckers. Like, this is my town. You can come back through here anytime.
Wow.
And hold it down. I wasn't there though.
No. But it's a story that you heard. I hear tons of stories too.